The Food Assistance Program gives students and/or families a monthly allowance of food stamps. A determined amount of assistance is based on your monthly income, household living expenses, and how many live in your household. That determined amount of money is then put on a bridge card, which can be used only at supermarkets for food and drink products only. Erin, a senior at Oakland, is one of those students who has benefited from having a bridge card her whole college career so far.
Well, it really helps me out with things that I wouldn't be able to do without it. I wouldn't be able to get certain kinds of groceries. I wouldn't be able to supply myself with other supplies that I need. So it really helps me to be a better student, healthy.
Dana, a parent of an Oakland University student, is among the mass that believe college students should not have bridge cards.
Obviously, there are people who need help, especially college students who are struggling, and in that instance, a bridge card is fine. But whenever there's a government program that provides money, there has to be a lot of oversight. And obviously, with this program, there hasn't been, because I've heard reports of students who don't need the money actually obtaining bridge cards and using it to buy things that they're not supposed to, or selling them, or just using them in ways that aren't appropriate.
A 2008 report by the Office of the Inspector General found that Michigan lost $17.3 million during a 3-year period from people who were abusing this program. Lawmakers said some students were receiving aid that they didn't need. They also found students of upper-income parents were using bridge cards for food and paying for beer and parties with their spending money.
So there has to be a lot of oversight.
A representative for DHS says that these crackdowns are needed, and students and families who really do need the money will receive it, and they should support these cuts because this abuse is contributing to Michigan's $1.8 billion budget deficit.
There has to be preparation to avoid fraud and to keep the program running the way it's supposed to.
Students who come to rely on the money now say that they are having a tough time stretching the reduced amount they get every month, and students who are now trying to apply are having an even harder time getting approved.
It's really difficult because it's kind of the choice between going to school and not going to school.
Lisa, a senior at Oakland University and a mother, has applied 3 times for a bridge card and talks about how hard it would be if she didn't get approved.
Obviously, family comes first. If you're a student on your own, then, you're on your own. But when there's a family to consider, they have to come first. And if things can't be covered for them, it makes it very, very difficult to continue going to school. And what's even more difficult is if you have to skip a semester, it's even harder to get back. So, it really is the choice between going to school or not going to school. And having to wait is extremely stressful. Hopefully it'll come through. But, you kind of have to make alternate plans, because if it doesn't come through, then, you got to decide what's going to happen after that.
With food prices rising, students say it's harder to buy enough food for the month, and for some, this is the only money that they will get for food. In Rochester, I'm Samantha Mills with the OU News Bureau.